Good afternoon. Hello. Okay, so today's plan. We're going to go back into Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. We've got the trilogy on the go. We're very early on in, and yeah, we're going to go do some more of that. I'm trying to keep on top of the games at the minute because I'm going to be away next week for work. So chances are there's going to be very little updates from me next week. So I'm trying to get as much done as I can for my own sanity other than anything else. Okay, let's get the game. We want to get this screen if I can. Okay. Let's load day 2 investigation. Let's see where we were. Okay, September 7th, 3:11 p.m. Detention Center Visitors Room. Okay. Oh, you again. I forgot about her. I didn't expect anyone to visit me in such a dank place as this. No, me neither. It's really quite moving. Don't be so touched, lady. I'm here for information. Not, you stinking lawyer. I hope you die. Rude. Have you come to laugh? Yes, laugh at the fallen Miss May. No, not really. There's something I wanted to ask. Unfortunately, there is nothing I want to be asked. Haven't you done enough questioning, you spiky head? Sort of alluding to the fact I might have a pineapple head. Here we go again. Please, you're scaring the security guard. So, what is it you wish to ask of me then? She's like Jekyll and Hyde, this one. For starters, how did you get to be so totally whacked? Okay, so we're gonna ask about the man. About the man who stayed with you in your hotel room. Can you tell me about him? Where is he? Come on. No way, Jose. Maybe if I had something to get her to talk. Wiretap? Why did you place a wiretap on Mia's phone? When you say it like that, it sounds so cold, so criminal. Tapping people's phones is a crime, Miss May. Oh, and I suppose you learnt that in lawyer school, Creep. This woman is impossible to talk to. Your attitude. Why are you so angry? I mean, you don't look like a bad person. Oh, that does it. Bottom-feeding, scum-sucking lawyer. Bottom? I can tell. I can't tell. Does she have a thing against lawyers or just against me? Okay, so have we got anything? We've looked at all of this stuff, haven't we? Smile for the camera. We've looked at you. Okay, let's see. Maybe we present this. Hey, guess what? Actually, I really hate your guts. So get lost because, well, I'm not cooperating. Yeah, thanks, I noticed. Well, what if we just try and present everything? Okay. Maybe not that. Okay. Not that. or that. Okay, so we don't have anything. Okay, we don't have anything. So let's go back to the office. September 7th, Fay & Co Law Offices. Looks like forensics is taking the day off today. Detective Gumshoe's nowhere in sight. The police really gave this place a working over. I doubt there are any valuable clues left. Suppose it can't hurt to take a look around though. Okay. Let's. Mia's favourite potted plant. I guess I'll have to water it now. Sky's blue and so am I. There's that hotel right across the way. Okay, we've looked at all this stuff. An old movie poster. And Mia's death. Perfectly clean. Okay, so we've looked at the... Oops. I actually wanted to examine that. Just couldn't cram more legal books in here. Some of the files missing. Are we imagining things? Are we sure? Okay. So, nothing to see there then. How about we go and check out her hotel room? Gatewater Hotel Room 303. Oh, bellboy, you're back. Welcome, sir. Quite the performance today, if I dare say so myself. Oh, yeah, thanks. Oh, this cappuccino is good, guys. Sorry for putting you on the spot like that. No, not at all, sir. Your efforts today can only help the Gatewater's rep, as they say. Huh? Rep? Yes, our reputation will swell as the hotel where the murderer used the wiretap. We can charge a premium for the room, of course. It will be great for business, sir. Whoa, Miss May hasn't been charged with murder. I, too, will become famous. The bellboy who bought the murderer iced coffee. Jesus. Why do I feel we're both stuck in the same bad dream? Yeah. So, you are our honoured guest. Please let me know if there's anything I can bring you. Okay, I want to examine things though, so I would like it if you got out of the way. Okay. There's still a screwdriver stuck in that drawer. Please leave that as it is, sir. That's the drawer of terror, hiding place of the murderer's wiretap. It's set to become one of the most popular attractions here. This guy's serious. Flowers. A vase, as expected. I'm not good with flower names, except maybe tulips and sunflowers. Okay. A still scene painting. Wait, should that be still life? Whatever. One of those is hanging on the wall. We'll be celebrating something. Nice weather again today. I can see the Fay & Co Law offices, of course. Yes. We plan to install a telescope in that window, of course. Just $5 will earn you 3 minutes of a view to a kill. Just kidding, sir. With that look in his eyes, I'd say he was more than serious. Jesus. A bottle and 2 glasses rest on the table. Why hasn't he cleaned these up by now? I beg your pardon, sir, but if you could please refrain from touching those. It's part of the decor. I call it the last drink before murder. We'll be famous. The talk of the hotel industry. Okay. A simple bed. It's been recently made. Nothing eye-catching here. Okay. So there's not really anything else to see then. Okay. So let's go here then, I guess. September 7th, Grossberg Law Offices. Looks like Grossberg is out again today. Maybe he's avoiding me for some reason. Okay, what's this? This is new. This wasn't here before. Old photos. There are 2 lying here. Something's been written in pencil on the backs. DL6 Incident Exhibit A, DL6 Incident Exhibit B. Let's take a look at these. Okay, let's take a look at these. Okay, lady. I'm sure I've seen this person somewhere. Perhaps I'll borrow this photo. I'm sure no one will miss just one little photo. And it might be a valuable clue. I'll take it for now. Where would we have seen that? Photograph quietly added. Stolen. Okay. We want to get the rest. A photo lies on the desk. Maybe I should switch it with the one I took. I feel as if... I think I'll swap them. Okay. Expensive looking things. Oops. Solid mahogany desk. Where's the painting gone? How long did it take me to notice that? Jesus. Okay, wait a second. Wasn't there a giant painting hanging on that wall? Yeah, it was a painting of fishermen, wasn't it? It wasn't a very memorable painting, anyhow. Okay, so he's taken the painting down for some bizarre reason. No clues here. What about table for clients? Plant. Okay, so interesting. How about we move back to the detention centre then? You again. Can't you take a hint and stay gone? Only reason I'm back here is because you won't talk to me. Oh, so it's my fault now. You don't just have spiky hair, you also have a spiky heart. That does it. When this case is done, I'm shaving my head. Okay, what about if we... The man? Can you tell me about him? Where is he? Not telling. Look, he's been accused of murder. I don't think you want to be protecting him. Would you have sold out the late Miss Faye to the cops? No. See? Damn. Maybe I've had something to get her to talk. What if we have the photo? Have a look at this. Look, I've said several times I'm not telling you. Oh, that. Where did you... Aha, a reaction. Look at that eye twitch. This is him, isn't it? What? Who? When? Why? It is him. This is a man who stayed in your hotel room the night of the murder. No, that's not right. Nice try, Miss Cooperative. Do you have proof it was him? Yeah, proof? Show me proof. So close. Okay. Okay, so we don't have any more. Can we prove anything from in here? Is there anything new? Okay. What if we get the other photo for a bit? And then go and ask her about that one. Oh, wrong thing. Any thoughts about this photograph? Who's that? Your mother? Okay. So it's definitely not that photograph then. So I want to go back to here, get the right photograph. Okay. So can I present this to him? Take a look at this photo. That's him, detective. I'm the lawyer. Oh, I know that. I just wanted to say detective once. You know how it is. No, I don't. Without a doubt, that is the man who checked in with Miss April May. How about I write an affidavit swearing that that's him? An affidavit? This guy's way too excited about this. Have him write it. Well, sure, why not? Yes, I've always wanted to write an affidavit, sir. From henceforth, I will be known as the bellboy who swore the affidavit. Just hurry up and write it. Bellboy's affidavit. Not even Miss Make a Play could done to this. Okay. Excellent. So how about we move back to her and present the affidavit. Huh. Could you have a look at this? What's that? The bellboy's affidavit. It tells us everything he saw. Such as the man you checked in with. Who was most definitely this guy. Now I'm getting somewhere. Pusher. I don't like her. This is it. All or nothing. Time to do a little bluff. No use playing dumb, if indeed that's an act. If you don't talk, I'm taking this info to the press. What? Even though he should have been witness to murder, your little friend was missing. I'm sure the press would have a field day with his reputation. Ugh. Fine, I'll talk. You win, lawyer. Yes, man, that felt good. It's great to be alive. Why are you pumping your fists in the air? Now, tell me about the man you were with. That man, he's my boss. Red White. President of the information gathering conglomerate, Blue Corp. Red White. Information gathering. Well, I suppose you could call it a detective agency. So this is the man that was with you on the night of the murder. I'm scared to talk. I don't want to end up like her. It's okay, I'll just ask Mr. White himself. Can you tell me where Blue Corp is located? Oh, do we have a new location? Mr. Red White at last. Finally a lead on this guy. If April May couldn't have done it, that leaves him. Time to take action. Bellboy's affidavit discarded. Why? Okay. So what can we go somewhere else now then? Okay, let's go there. September 7th, Blue Corp Inc. CEO's office. What's with the surreal decor? That's that painting. Welcome. Please furnish me with the title of your personage. What the? Your name. What's your name? I was just inquirably asking the title that you go by. Wright. Phoenix Wright. Inquirably. Mr. Wright, is it? I see. Splendiferous. Perhaps I have intimidated you with my giantesque vocabulary. What is this guy's problem? I'm Red White, CEO of Blue Corp. You know, corporate expansion official? My business dealings bring me into contact with the elite of the elite. So I'm afraid I'm not used to conversing with the worldly challenged. What a fruitcake, indeed. Let me guess. You are an attorney fresh out of law school, are you not? That's the only explanation for why you would come to meet me like this. What does he mean by that? No matter. So what business does a mighty lawyer have with a man such as myself? Yipes, this guy's arrogance meter is off the scale. It sure is. He crazy? Okay, let's talk to him first. Let's ask him about Miss May. Miss May is an employee of Blue Corp, is she not? Correct. She was my secretariat. What a shock it was to hear what she has done. What she has done? You mean the wiretap? Indeed. She's paid to answer phones. Tapping them is not in her job description. She does gather information for us as part of her duties, but I assure you, we do not condone illegal methods. It is ineffable that she would do this. Sounds like he's trying to turn Miss May into a scapegoat. Night of the murder. On the night of the murder, were you in Miss May's hotel room? Who can say? I seldom pay attention to mundane details such as time and place. My motto is, don't worry, be happy. Jesus, this guy. Still, Mr. White, the hotel bellboy has stated on the record that he does remember you very clearly. No matter, the bellboy can say what he pleases. I still won't talk to you. If you want me to speak, put me on the witness stand. Although I doubt you'd be capable of doing that. Raises a good question, actually. Why didn't the prosecution call him as a witness? He should have seen the same thing as April May. The police, the courts, to me they are mere toys. Playthings for my amusement. Okay. What kind of company is Blue Court anyway? An excellent question. We buy and sell various kinds of information. We're a company of the future, you might say. We are the future. Sell information? In just 10 years, I've built this business up into the grand office you see now. In case you were wondering, Blue Court is named after the colour blue. Blue, red, white. I, Red White of Blue Court, as founder and CEO, named it so. And why, you ask? Because I like the colour blue, of course. Fantabulistic, is it not? Okay, let's ask him about the painting. There's something that's been bothering me. Yes, what might that be? That big painting on the wall over there. Where did you get it? When did you get that painting? No idea, I forgot. I've seen that painting before. Yesterday, in fact. Why do I find that painting here today? Mr. Wrong, was it? Right. It appears you do not fully grasp your position here. I ask again, who are you? A lawyer? No, my feeble friend. A mere lawyer. Worth nothing. Zilch. Zippo. Nada. Just like that sorry excuse for an attorney, Grudyberger. What? He punched me? Look at his knuckle dusters. Well, Mr. Lawyer, what will you do, eh? Charge me with assault? Charge away. I welcome it, for it is you who will be found guilty. What? Heed my exposition. The courts, the police, they all do my bidding. So you say. But I wonder, is that kind of control really possible? I don't expect you to understand. It's a world beyond your compensation. You came here from Grudyberger's, I presume? Mr. Grossberg's, yes. Then you must ask him, why is it this painting of his hangs here? Perhaps then he will tell you. Perhaps he will explain how a man can live life purely for personal profit. Go now, skedaddle. There is nothing more to discuss. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, let's go and talk to... Let's go talk to this guy. Hi, Grossberg. Huh? I don't think he's noticed me standing here. Maybe I should clear my throat. Jumping what? Jessafats? Oh, you. What's wrong? You looked so pensive, like an old man at the end of his days. I'm not senile yet. I was just thinking about this whole mess. Something's really bothering him, that much is clear. Okay, let's talk to him about... Let's ask him the questions. So you came to see the trial? Yes, I did. Something was bothering me all last night, you see. Couldn't get a wink of sleep. Really? What was that? Well, you see, it's just... Mia's sister, that poor girl. My boy, I owe you my thanks, truly. I don't know what I would have done if things had gone poorly for the girl. Okay, well, why did... I asked before, but why did you refuse her request for defence? I think I have a right to know. A right, Mr. Wright? No, I'm sorry. It's just I need more time to think about it, my boy. Does seem troubled about something. I'm starting to have a feeling I know what it is. This guy. So I played Blue Court, is it? Oh, I see. Mr. Grossberg, I have to admit something has been bothering me. Oh, what is it? Well, out with it, my boy. You see, it's just that big painting. Mr. Grossberg, sir. There was a giant painting hanging right there the other day, was there not? The one you said you had no intention of parting with? Well, I saw it today. It was in the CEO's office at Blue Core, Red White's office. So you noticed. I suppose I should guess you would. It is a large painting. Mr. Grossberg, I know you and Mr. White are connected somehow. Connected, you say? Yes, and I know what it is. Your lovers. He's giving you information. You're his client, aren't you? He's giving you information. What's that now? You've been protecting him all along. You protect him because you need his services. You gave him that painting in exchange for some valuable information, didn't you? Utterly ridiculous. Me, his client, I would never willingly deal with that man. Never. Did I get it wrong? Okay. Maybe we did. Let's carry on with the painting. And then let's see if he's blackmailing him. Mr. White has something on you, doesn't he? Blackmail. Oh, I think that painting is fairly gaudy proof. Very well. This may be the chance I've been waiting for. Maybe it's time to get this off my chest so I can finally rest easy again. After all, you were Mia's understudy. Perhaps it was fate. What's he talking about? Red White is a man who makes his living through intimidation. Blue Paw is a company that excels in finding people's weaknesses, I'm afraid. I've been paying them for 15 years now. 15 years? One second, let me just respond to this message. Sorry, just getting work messages. Okay. 15 years. He's been paying them for 15 years. Back to it. All because of the DL6 incident. As you may have guessed, the name on the back of these photographs. As you suspected, I could not stand in defense of Maya because of this. Mr. White would have destroyed me if I did. So that's the connection. It is hard for me to tell you this, my boy. But arresting Red White will be nigh on impossible. Impossible what? He has information on everyone. It gives him an iron grip. He owns judges, attorneys, prosecutors, police, and politicians. What? They are bound, unable to do harm to themselves, and therefore to him. Don't look at me like that. What you see is nothing more than the weight of many years. What was the DL6 incident? DL6 is nothing more than the sorting code the police gave the case. It was 15 years ago now. I received a request from the medium, a spirit medium. A medium? Their mum? Her name was Misty Fay. Fay? Indeed. She was Mia's mother. She had been investigating a murder at the bequest of the police, and she failed. As a result, the police called her a fraud. This is what Maya was talking about the other day. I did all I could for her, and in the end cleared her of wrongdoing. That murder case, however, remains unsolved to this day. That case is the DL6 incident. But why were you blackmailed over this, Mr. Grossberg? The DL6 incident was top secret at the time. It made sense. The police didn't want people to know they were using a medium. They couldn't let people know. But one person found out. I told him. You told White? He offered me riches. It is an embarrassment to me now. Oh, excuse me. Oh. Is anybody else starting to get these October colds? Oh, dear me. Okay, because I talked, the police were mocked far and wide. In secret, they began looking for the one who sold them out. Of course, White heard about it and he came to me. Only this time, the offer was blackmail. Wow. Okay. I see. White controls the law of this country as he sees fit. Yet, if you would still challenge him, have a close look at Mia's office. Mia's office? She followed his every move for years. She may have recorded something of what she found. Oh, okay. It's funny. Looking at this room, it seems so normal. Hard to imagine a murder took place here. Mr. Grossberg said there would be clues. Maybe I should have another look. Maybe we should. Okay, let's have a look at these again. All the cases the chief ever worked on are filed. They're in alphabetical order. Let's take a look. Which file should I look at? Okay, so we could be blue call, it could be red, it could be white. Let's see if there's a record in this file that catches my eye. Ha ha ha. ABF. Misty Fay. And that's Mia and Maya's mother. Should I take a look? Read it. I have tarnished the Fay name, leaving only these words. My mother vanished. I was determined to find the ones who had made my mother blame herself in this way. Using the power that runs in my family, I held an audience with the dead. Finally, the names of two men surfaced. One was Marvin Grossberg, a lawyer who sold my mother's information for riches. The other was the man who sold that information to the press. This parasite who makes his fortune on threats and coercion. His name is... The record stops there. So Mia knew Grossberg. Okay. So let's look at J to S. Let's see. J through S. Nothing much in here. Maybe I'll just skim some of this. Skim, sigh. Well, no harm in flipping through a bit, I guess. The biggest parts here at the end in S, suicide. She has a collection of suicide reports. There's politicians, policemen. There's writing on most of these in pencil. White. This is Mia's handwriting. Wait, I get it. Mia thought he was involved in these suicides. White drove them all to... I can use these newspaper clippings. Let's find the most disturbing one. Okay, newspaper clipping. Got it, got it. Okay, so we don't... Yeah, let's check the files once more. Let's check the last one. W White. The entire W section is missing. Was it taken? Probs. Okay, do we need to check anything else while we're here? No. Okay. So, maybe go back to him. That doesn't give me any more. How about if we present this? I found this in Mia's files. So she was investigating Red White, as I suspected. Well, if you wanted to challenge him, you could present this in court. Not a bad idea. Okay. Is that it then? Apparently, Miss May's in questioning. I doubt they'll let me talk to her today. Well, aren't you persistent? Yep. Sorry, but there's something I have to ask you. Mr. Lawyer, I really hate having to repeat myself. But it seems the message has not yet penetrated your thick skull. Stop bothering me. If you try my patience further, I fear a nasty accident may occur. Wow. Do I make myself clear? Transparent. There's no point asking someone this crooked a straight question. I need some evidence I can use as ammo. Should I bother? Mr. White, see this? It's an article describing the suicide of a politician. He was embezzling secret government funds. Then one day, word got leaked to the press. The very next day, he took his own life. And this concerns me how. I found this article in Mia's office. Miss Mia? She had a file filled with articles like this. Every one of them was labelled with a single word. White. Mr. White, I know what you did to this politician. You blackmailed him. You were blackmailing him. Blackmail. Not just him either. You were threatening and coercing hundreds of others. You were involved in all of the suicide cases that Mia investigated. This company is built on blackmail. I'm right, aren't I? What a bizarre accusation. Mr. Wrong. What is it that you should be doing now? Investigating me? No, 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 I think not. You should be searching for the one who killed Miss Meyer. Secretary's office, hello. Mr. Wrong will be leaving now. Yes, sir, I'll send someone right away. Wait a second, Mr. White. You're wrong. Excuse me? What I should be doing now is going after you. Just what are you insinuating? Mia was onto you. She was keeping tabs. For this reason, you had April May tapping her phone. Then Mia was murdered, and all the documents about you mysteriously disappeared. So the culprit would be Even a child could work it out, Mr. White. You did it. Secretary's office. We won't be needing an escort for Mr. Wrong. Instead, please connect me to the public prosecutor's office. Of course, sir. One moment, please. White? Is that you? What are you doing calling me at a time like this? Hello, Chief Prosecutor. I've changed my mind. I want to testify tomorrow. What's this about? The Mia Fey case. I witnessed the murder, you see. And thus, as a very important witness, I would like to testify. What? Why now? I thought you said you didn't want to go to court. Quietude. I told you I changed my mind, didn't I? Oh, and one other thing. Send the police over here right away. The man is standing right in front of me. He looks dazed, but could be violent. What? What man? Are you even listening? The executioner, the hatchet man, the liquidator, the killer man. What? Mr. White, this isn't another one of those. Chief Prosecutor, I do not believe you are in a position to freely offer your opinions to me, correct? I'm telling you to send the police now. Did I not tell you, Mr. Wrong? You are a mere lawyer. As was Miss Mia. How dare you? I'll point the finger at you, and you will be tried as Mia's killer. This case is good as settled. No lawyer of any worth will defend you. I have friends in the local lawyers' association, you see. You'll be given a lawyer so stupendously inept that they'll make even you look competent. I feel faint. Detective Gumshoe reporting, sir. Ah, Butts. Harry Butts. Right, actually. Phoenix Wright, and my friend's name is Larry. Oh, right. Sorry, pal. Butts was that murderer, right? Detective Gumshoe. I present to you the man who killed Miss Mia Fey. What? Take this despicable human being into custody. Farewell, Mr. Wrong. Okay, September 8th, 3:37 p.m. Detention Centre, Visitors Room. I can't believe it's only been a day since the first trial. My trial begins tomorrow. White's going to set a trap for me. And the prosecution will be in on it, of course, Edgeworth included. An attorney was assigned to me by the state yesterday. I refused. I had an idea. Right? Mr. Wright? Oh, Maya. Great. They let you out of detention. Just now, yes, and it's all thanks to you. And now I'm afraid we've switched places. What? You mean you? I explained what had happened to Maya. I don't believe it. How many people does that man need to destroy before he's satisfied? My mother, my sister, and now you. This has gone too far. Mr. Wright, please tell me, is there anything I can do? Well, you can defend me in court. All right, you can be my defense lawyer tomorrow. All right. Huh? Leave it to me. I am Mia's sister after all. Lawyership runs in our blood. Wasn't it ghost powers that ran in your blood? I better run to the bookstore and pick up a copy of Law for Rookies. Wait. What? I'm kidding. It was a joke. No way. No, really, I was kidding. But thanks. It's good to know you're on my side. And there really isn't anything you can do for me anyway. But I can't just sit here and do nothing. I've got to give that man a piece of my mind. Just a piece? Okay. And come to the trial tomorrow. Okay, I'll be there. I'll show them a thing or two. Times may change. Yet within crime, it's the same old story. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days was put on initial court trials, almost all finish in a day, most with a guilty verdict. I never thought I would end up in the defendant's chair myself for this case, with the true culprit appearing as the star witness. This is it. Tomorrow it's me or him. To be continued. Okay, let's save that. Day 3, trial. September 9th, 9:52 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Well, I guess this is it. Yeah, one way or another, this case gets decided today. Ah, Phoenix, look. Oh, this Prosecutor Edgeworth. I received a call from the Chief Prosecutor's office yesterday. I was told that whatever Mr. White says today will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony, if I raise an objection, I have it on good faith the judge will listen to me. Oh man, does White have the judge in his pocket too? So you're saying I'm going to be guilty, end of story? I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth, you've changed. Phoenix, you know him? Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix Wright. Phoenix? Well, court will be starting soon. But wait. Your defense attorney isn't even here yet. They're not. I'll be defending myself. What? Okay, let's do this. September 9th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 1. Rabble, 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 rabble. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Okay, the prosecution is ready, Your Honour. The defence is ready, Your Honour. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honour. I will be defending myself. Understood. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime. I see. The prosecution may call its witness. That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's going to raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. Fine, let's object. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Miss Maya Fay? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time I thought that Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanour. Great. He gets to show off and I get nowhere. I would like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. Still got his knuckle dusters on. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? Your name? Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, do my locutions confused? They do, actually. Name. These two are great together. My name is Red White, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. I am the CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Call. Did you know the victim, Miss Mia Fey? That would be a negatory. No, I did not. You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder? Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there? Why tell you what you already know? Very well, Mr. White. You may begin your testimony. If I can't rip this testimony apart, I'm done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? Oh, okay. I hope you have made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Let him have it, Phoenix. Okay, witness account. Let's see. It was about 9, I believe. I was quietly perusifying, that's reading to you, some papers by the window when I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She too was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. Then it was all over. If things occurred as you testify, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant. Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination? Yes, Your Honour. Okay. The bellboy said he wasn't in the room. By the window, you mean the one directly across from Fay and Co. Law offices? Correct. That is the only window you see. And then you were reading papers? Correct. The Gatewater is a businessman's hotel, and I am a busy man who had business to do. Then I heard bedlam coming from outside. A bedlam? Must have been when you attacked, I assume. We see. Continue. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Okay. Did Edgeworth prep this guy too, I wonder? Anyway, I better find a weakness in there. I mean, I don't have... No. Your Honour, that statement contradicts this evidence. It does? I don't see anything contradictory. Objection overrules. Try to think before you make accusations, Mr. Wright. Okay, that didn't go well. It was then I saw him... Maybe we present it there. Okay. I don't know what I've got then. Let's have a look at the evidence. Died from a blow. What have we got? What have we got? So, that's... One of them has got to have fetched that back, surely. So maybe it's that. How would it have gotten back? Where would she have run to? Your Honour. Okay, can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course, comprende. I understand. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? As you know, I'm also always absolutely perfect. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail. The victim ran to the left and you gave chase. Okay, so that doesn't make any sense. Wait right there. Mr. White, you've dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left, but that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran right. Oh, it is simple. You have misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim here. If the victim ran to the left as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Very strange. I did see her run to the left, I did. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. True. Maybe he really did see the victim run left. So did he witness the killing? Wait a second. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honour. Miss May says right and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? Both are right. Both witnesses are telling the truth for once. I doubt it. Rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. There is one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean he was not viewing the crime from the hotel? If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the law offices of Fay & Co., of course. More specifically, he was standing here. Time to show the court where Mr. White was standing. This is where he was. Look, when the victim ran for the door, he was watching from this point. To him, it would appear that she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes in ill taste. That is where the killer was standing. Order, I will have order. Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion. The postulations of the defence are a distortion of the truth, Your Honour. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. What now? He's laughing. The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears I have been unclear, and for this I apologise. Mr. Your Honour, might I be allowed to testify once more? Very well. Let's hear your revised testimony. Good luck. You can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. She ran to the left. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left, and then you hit her savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. No, there was only one blow to the head. This is what Miss May saw. No, you see, you hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? Absolutely not. That does seem to make sense. Will you be cross-examining the witness testimony? I absolutely will. I mean, yes, Your Honour. Let me just open this can of pop. She ran to the left. Okay. I don't believe I did hit her twice. Can I get away with this? Mr. White, the victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court you were absolutely perfect? I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honour, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honour. I would like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, quite. No. The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honour. Yeah, we want justice. Don't let him get away. Order. Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony, the crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this one now, White. Mr. White. Okay. The two accounts. Well, see, I looked at the other window and then I heard that thing fall. What? Then the next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you, attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran for the door. And then you did her in with a single blow. Thwap indeed. Very well. You may begin the cross-examination. Your Honour, my stomach, you see, is hurting. Deal with it. This is almost over. Okay. What thing fall? You heard that thing fall? What exactly was that thing? That, the glass light stand? Right, the one that had fallen over at the scene. Phoenix? Doesn't something about that strike you as odd? Yeah, very odd. I'll press further. Mr. White. What? You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes. Then change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad. The witness will revise his testimony. Okay, of course. The light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. Then the next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you attacked her, but she dodged. She turned and ran for the door. Then you did her in with a single blow. Phoenix. He's getting a lot less talkative. He's probably afraid I'll catch him on something, but it won't be easy. A light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. Didn't you just say you heard it? The glass stand was lying on the floor. That's the first I've heard of this. Why didn't you tell us about the stand before? Why? Me? Well, I was instructed not to. Wait, one moment. Give me a minute to gather my thoughts. I am so confused. White's falling apart. Your Honour, please, I ask that you do not allow the witness to be badgered any further. Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness. Yes, Your Honour. Edgeworth is on the ropes. Very well. The witness may continue his account. Then the next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you attacked her, but she dodged. She turned and ran for the door. Then you did her in with a single blow. Okay, so what about if we what if we use the you wouldn't see that. Objection. Mr. White. It was impossible for you to have seen the glass stand. What? Look at this. These are the floor plans to the scene of the murder, yes? Correct. Now look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you would be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White, what do you have to say to that? Right, ridiculosity. Mr. White, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, You could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards as a glass light stand. So when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell. And the only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fay Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Ah, Mr. White? Mr. White. Come on, Mr. White. You did it, didn't you? Mr. Your Honor, I, Miss Mia. Hey, looks like we're about to get our verdict. That's far enough, Phoenix Wright. What? I forgot about Edgeworth. Mr. White, I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now, What? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap. The wiretap? Order, order. Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like the way this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fay. What does that have to do, Your Honour? The question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office and by whom? No, you wouldn't, Mr. White. In order to place a wiretap, you entered Miss Fay's office. Am I correct? Correct. You are most correct, Miles. Oh, give me a break. Yes, in order to place a wiretap, I breached the Fay & Co. law offices. That is when I saw that accursed light stand. Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what all this means, Mr. Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honour. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand, at the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer. I see. However, it is a fact that Mr. White had been to that office well before the murder took place. When he went to place the wiretap, he could have seen the glass light stand there. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture it is. Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretapping. Leave it to me. Ugh, I feel faint. The wiretap. Okay. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. Okay. I had entered the Fay & Co. law offices. Fine. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand. So you saw the stand before the night of the incident, and this is how you were able to identify what had fallen over by the sound. Correct, that is right. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine. Ugh, what am I supposed to do now? Good luck, Phoenix. Okay. What do we have? What do we have? There's nothing for me to press him on. Oh well. Maybe he's rattled enough that I can bluff something out of him. Do you have proof? Miss April May knew the details of Miss Fay's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder. Right. Okay. I'm just going to quiz everything. Was it really you that went into the office, or was it Miss May? Unidentified fingerprints several days old were found in the Fay & Co. law offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's. And if I know Edgeworth, he's already run a check on those prints. Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to the Fay & Co. law offices. Why did you tap Mia's phone? This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honour. Blue Corp is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. That is when I saw this glass light stand. Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand? The stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a beauticious thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all. Damn it. There's nothing here for me to press him on. Oh well, maybe he's rattled enough I can bluff something out. Okay. Uh-oh. Don't tell me I've run out of ammo. I'm afraid that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. The time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honourably. No more. I can't take this any more. Mr. Wright, are you giving up? Yes, Your Honour. Phoenix? Phoenix, over here. I know that voice. Mia? Never give up, Phoenix. Mia? Okay. Where am I? The waiting lobby. What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating. Ah, you're finally awake. Not for very long. Hey, Phoenix. That's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. You're Maya? Didn't you know the Fae women have strong psychic power? When you accepted your defeat in court, it appears that was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true powers. So, Maya is channeling you, Mia. That's right, I am Maya, but I'm also Mia. Now I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up, you can't either. That's why I came here to tell you. But we don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won. You have that receipt in the court record, right? Yeah, the one you wrote Maya on. Phoenix Wright wrote that, not me. So what do I do with it? Look at the front of the receipt. The front. It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. £1,000 by big spender. Item, glass light stand. Date of purchase, September 4th. September 4th. That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed. Whoa. Now, what did Mr. White say in his testimony? The beginning of September, the week before the murder. He said he saw the stand a week before the murder. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent. Now you just have to prove it. Receipt updated in the court record. Brilliant. We got him. September 9th, 1:16 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 1. Let's go. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant, rather, are you all right, Mr. Wright? Yes, sorry, Your Honour. I'm fine now. Then let's start where we left off. Your Honour, there is nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. White is finished. All that is required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant, Phoenix Wright. Your Honour, please give me one more chance. I promise you this is the last time I'll ask you. But as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter? I say, let us give Phoenix Wright his last chance. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Okay. So do we present the... Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood? You're grasping. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. The other side? Your Honour, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt? Well, glass light stand. And the date of purchase? Why, that's the day before the murder. You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered Fay & Co. law offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Nice. Well, Mr. White, can't get out of this one, can you? No, it's impossible. Uh-oh, he's losing it. Well, Your Honour, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. Very well. Then that is all for the trial of... Not so fast, Phoenix Wright. Eh? What? No way he can worm his way out of this one. Oh wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth. There is a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry into this matter. Another inquiry? This isn't going to be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Object. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There is no need to prolong this trial any further. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, If anyone is going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have any basis in factual evidence. I see. Objection denied. What? The completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow. Oh, there's no telling what will happen if I can't end this now. Edgeworth is sure to come up with or just make something up. And after Mia showed up to help me and all. Your Honour, may I go home? Of course. Thank you for your time. What? The witness will stay. Mia? Phoenix? Read this note out loud. Mia, what's this? Mia's memo. A list of people's names in Mia's handwriting. Your Honour, if I may. You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright. You bet I am. My life is riding on this one. I have something I would like to read for the court. The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. Stop. Desist. Halt. Please. Stop. Make it stop. How did you get that list? Mr. White, admit your guilt right here, right now. Or else this list will be released to the press. I confess. I confess. I did it. I hit her. I hit Miss Mia with the thinker. Case closed, Your Honour. Well, I see no reason to continue this trial. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honour. You've done it again. That was quite a spirited defence. Yes, Your Honour. I guess you could say that, if only you knew how spirited it was. Well, this court finds the defence, the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, not guilty. That is all. This court is adjourned. Okay, September 9th, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again, but congratulations. You're lucky I was born a fae. I'm lucky I had both you and Maya on my side. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me, and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live. As long as you live. My time here is running out. Huh? Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long. What? No, there's still so much to say. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief? I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix? Can you come to the office tonight, say 9? The office? I'll see you later. Chief? Mia? Okay, 9:02 p.m. at the office. Being here. It's hard not to think about that night. You came. Mia? I was kind of worried you might not. Huh? Of course I came. Well then. I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger? Mia? You should see your face. Mia? What are you talking about? It's me, Maya. Maya? What, did I look like my sister? Look like you were her? I might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you? Maya, why are you here? Because of this. See? Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care of her? She means the office. This office. Someone has to help with the new Wright and Co. law offices, right? And who better but me? Maya Fay, reporting for duty. Wait, no, on second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick, Maya here, ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name. Mia said that's what your friend Larry calls you. Nick. You know what this means? We're partners. You know, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault I'm here now. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Wright and Co. law offices. It's got a good ring to it. Yeah, thanks, Maya. Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here watching. Right. Okay, Nick, let's do it. Huh? Do what? Burgers, dummy, burgers. There's a great burger joint just down the street. Come on, time's a wasting. Okay, wait up. The end. Okay, so that's another case done. Okay. So a new episode has been added. Oops. And I think I just clicked on it. I want to save my progress, yes. Turnabout Samurai. What? The pale moon in the sky cries for your blood. Whoa. Hello. The moon? No, it is you who should gaze upon the moon, for it will be the last moon you ever see. Okay. See you in hell, evil magistrate. The warrior's swords gleam and strike in the moonlight. One has fallen, but who? Only the moon knows. Don't miss next week's exciting episode. The Dark Messenger returns. Okay. October 14th, 5:31 p.m. Wright and Co. law offices. That rocked. See you in hell, evil magistrate. Oh, stop waving that broom around. Oh, Nick, I didn't know you were here. Of course I'm here. What was that surreal show you were watching? What? Nick, you mean you don't know the Steel Samurai? He's only the most popular TV hero for young people. Cool. Just gonna have a look at so there's 5 episodes in this first one. Okay. Young. Like how young? I'm 10 years old. And what the heck are you doing getting all excited? Hey, I'm only 17. That's 17. See? I'm a teen, not like you, Nick. You don't talk to me like I'm your grandpa or something. I'm only 24 myself. And watch it with me. He's really cool and it's really popular. When they asked grade school kids what they wanted to be, Steel Samurai was number 1. I really worry about kids these days. Gramps. Well, the Steel Samurai's over. I guess it's time to close up the office. I guess. Wish we had some clients. A month has passed since my trial. Mia's murder was the talk of the town for some time. But no one paid any attention to the Wright and Co. law offices. How am I going to pay the rent this month? It'll be okay. I'm sure some big client is just around the corner. October 16th, 8:14 a.m. Phoenix Wright's bedroom. Ring a ring. Hello, this is Phoenix. Nick? Maya, what? It's still early. It's the Steel Samurai. The Steel Samurai got arrested. Huh? You mean the guy on that show? Yes. They're saying that Steel Samurai killed a villain. Isn't that what he's supposed to do? Yeah, on TV. Yeah, on TV. No, I mean, he actually did it in real life. He skewered a villain with his samurai spear. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Just come to the office, quick, please, Nick. Okay, October 16th, 9:22 a.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Maya's here watching television. Now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers plays the lead role in the popular kids show The Steel Samurai, Warrior of Neo-Old Tokyo. He was arrested on suspicion of murder. The victim was Jack Hammer, who plays the evil villain known as the evil villain, who plays the villain known as the evil magistrate. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. The samurai spear was also found stuck through the body. Police believe this was the murder weapon and are investigating further. This has to be a joke. No, it's a nightmare. The Steel Samurai's over. The world is over. Yes, Wright & Co. Law Offices. What? Nick? It's the Steel Samurai. What? Yes, of course. We'll be right there. Let's go, Nick. Go where? They have the Steel Samurai down in detention. So what? So I've decided this will be our first case. Okay. Okay, so I don't think we need to... Let's go and speak to him then, I guess. October 16th, Detention Center Visitors Room. Oh, check out Wolverine here. Okay. What's wrong, Maya? It's him in the flesh. Is that guy really him? What do you mean, that guy? Of course it's him. Will Powers, our client. That's him. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but he definitely did it. Murder, at least once, maybe twice. Whoa, what are you saying? Yes? Something wrong? No. This is getting off to a great start. I know, you're disappointed, aren't you? Disappointed? Oh no. No, it's okay. This is the real me. When I got the part of the Steel Samurai with that mask, I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know? I didn't want to wreck their dreams. Oh. I guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. I wonder what they'll think of the Steel Samurai now. Nick. What? He's a good guy. I mean, he's good. Yeah. He didn't do it. Okay, what happened? Maybe you could start by telling us what happened. Yeah, of course. Seems like it was only yesterday. Actually, it was only yesterday. The cast had come down to Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 that morning. There was a rehearsal scheduled for 5 in the afternoon. But when 5 came around and the staff gathered at the studio, the evil magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set. They took off his mask and discovered that it was Jack Hammer, dead. He had been expertly skewered with the samurai spear. The samurai spear? Yes, it's a long spear that the steel samurai uses as a weapon. Okay, maybe you could explain to me just what the steel samurai is. Nick, how could you say such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. I apologise for my partner. He's new to this and a bit out of touch with the world. Hey, who's new to this? No, it's right, really. Steel Samurai is the lead character in a popular kids show. He walks the streets of Old Tokyo, fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate, although I guess he did defeat him this time. I see. Old Tokyo. Who comes up with these names? Okay. Now, where were you on the day of the murder? Well, that morning I came to the studios at 9. We worked through some action scenes until noon. Rehearsal was to begin at 5, but I was a little tired. So after lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, it was after 5. I was late for the rehearsal. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here. So he was sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder. Some action hero. What will the kids think? I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder. Right, Global Studios. I'll draw you a map. Wow, Nick, let's go. I'm willing to bet $10 she asks for autographs. Okay. So let's go to the studio then. October 16th, Global Studios main gate. Wow, so this is where they make the Steel Samurai show. Awesome. Aren't you excited? Hey, you there, old bag. You want in, you gotta go through me. Oh, sorry. We're lawyers. Oh, yeah? Well, that's great. I'm security. And it's my job to make sure that gawkers like you stay out. Gawkers? Gawkers. Sightseers. Tourists. I know the type. You heard about the incident and came to snoop around. Youths today. Something horrible happens. Whoa. Don't you have... Okay. She's just spouting. Just... Nick. Will I grow up to be like her? Please say no. I don't know. It's possible. Hey. Listen when you're being spoken to. Youths today. Oh, studios. So what do you do here at the studios? At Global Studios, we make children's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days... No, you were a star? Only a little twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid, dearie. Wow. This place has really gone downhill, you know? But 10 years ago, now that was a studio of dreams. Hammer was a big star back then too. He was Hammer, the victim, dummy. The evil magistrate. He's been reduced to playing villains now. Not exactly the best material to work with. Can you tell me about Mr. Will Powers? He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it, believe me. Little old ladies watching would lose their lunch. That's probably why he thought the big Steel Samurai was his big chance. No one thought he was capable of doing what he did to poor Jack Hammer. We don't know for certain that Will Powers is guilty. Powers? Of course he's guilty. How do I know? I know everything. That's my job. What kind of person was Jack Hammer? What kind of person? Oh, if only you knew. Jack Hammer will live on in many hearts as the ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series. Should I have heard of that? But there was an accident during filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that. Reduced to playing the villain on a children's program. What's more, I heard they're paying him peanuts. It's enough to make you cry. Okay, reason for suspicion. Why are you so certain Mr. Powers is the killer? I was standing right here yesterday, I was. I was here from 1 in the afternoon to 5 when they found the body. Now, the studio where the murder took place is to the left here. So if you want to go to the studio, you have to pass by me. Only one person went by here between 1 and 2:30 when the murder took place. And that person was Mr. Powers. Yes, I saw him. Mr. Powers says he was sleeping in his dressing room. Oh, I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. But he was the only one that walked by. He's the killer. You can bet your biscuits on it. Isn't it about time for you to be heading home? There's nothing to see here. Move along. Actually, we're here at Mr. Powers' request. I thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter of request. And maybe I'll just let you in. This lady here thinks she... Oh, excuse me, hiccups. This lady here thinks she owns the place, obviously. Do I have anything? Maybe I present this to you. What's that? You're giving that to me? Absolutely not. Okay, so I don't have anything else. What if we get the letter? Hello, how is the studio? They all think I did it, don't they? No, not at all. Isn't that right, Nick? Right, not at all. At worst, you're a suspect. Okay. Your alibi. Mr. Powers, you aren't hiding anything from me, are you? What? No, I'd never do that. Earlier you said that you were sleeping in your dressing room after lunch. Yes, like a baby. But the security lady says she saw you that day. She says she saw you heading towards the scene of the crime. What? That's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise. Mr. Powers, if you want me to help you, you have to tell me the truth. I'm new to this lawyer business, and I need every advantage I can get. I know, I'm sorry. But I swear to you on my mama's grave, I was sleeping. Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me. What did she say? She doesn't seem to be lying. About the security guard at the main gate to the studio. Oh, the security lady? She's terrible. She called me suspicious looking. Yeah, actually, she said the same thing to me before. Take off that mask, were her words, I believe. She sucks up to all the big wigs at the studio. But let her see you stumble once and she'll never let up on you. Ugh, she's got some nerve. Do you think you could write up a letter formally requesting my representation? Of course. Okay, Heber's request. I just hope this will get me past that security lady. Okay, let's go back there then. Let's present to you my letter. Ma'am, have a look at this. Hold on a sec, the dog. The dog needs to get up on it. Hello, probably. Hello. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay. 2 seconds. Let me just... The dog's waiting for Kaylee to come back. Aren't you? You're waiting for Kaylee. Let me just double check what time. She must be on her way back. What time am I on? 1:51. Okay, just give me 2 seconds. I'm just gonna take a quick break. I'll be back shortly. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Hi. Okay. I'm hoping the dog's going to settle again for a little bit while we just play a little bit more. I'm sure when Kayla gets back, we're going to do. Maybe I can get her to play something with me tonight. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, have a look at this. It's a letter of request from Mr. Powers. Yes, I recognise the bold, childish scrawl. Okay, Powers' request given to the security lady. To think he would entrust his fate to youths of such unreliable appearance. Really? Really? Anyway, you may pass. But only left from here towards the studios. No going to the right, that's the employee area. No one allowed inside, pal, were my instructions. The good detective told me himself. Hey, Nick. Huh? There were maps in the security guard station. Hey, not bad. Those are 50 cents apiece, thank you. Well, time to go, Nick. 50 cents. Okay, so let's take a look at it. Right, so we've got the main gate, Studio 1. And a gate, Studio 2. Okay. So we want to go outside Studio 1 then, I guess. October 16th, Studio 1 entrance. Hey, I knew that murderer from the other day. It's that confused detective. Hey, pal, you know Prosecutor Edgeworth is all upset and it's your fault. I saw him sipping tea and staring gloomily out the window. Oh, that's sad. So? If he's depressed, it's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work. Oh dear. Detective? I think you hurt his feelings. Oh no. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry at all. He kinda deserved it. Didn't even kinda deserve it. He just 100% deserved it. He's a terrible, terrible lawyer. Detective, rather. I'm the lawyer. I'm a great lawyer. Okay. Oh no, I'm sorry. Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt. You're right, pal. It's all my fault. I can blame other people all I want, but I know the truth in my heart. Hey, don't take it so hard. There's always the next case. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here? Well, we're on this case too, pal. Huh? Hey, you can't just go around saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait. I'd say he's a character, all right. Okay, let's talk to him. Let's see about the investigation. How is your investigation going, detective? Well, hey, I can't tell you that, pal. Nick, maybe you need to be a little more indirect with your questions. Right. So, detective, mind if I take a look at what you got? What I got? The autopsy report, the latest version, if you please. Right, right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal. Pierced through the chest by a spear at 2:30. Reason for arrest. Why was Mr. Powers arrested? Simple, pal. The murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now, the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. At that time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30 p.m. Only one person went to the studio between 1 and 2:30. That person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. If you think I'm lying, ask the security lady at the main gate. Nick, if that's true, anyone would think Powers did it with that kind of evidence. Thanks for cheering me up. About the security lady. Oh, that sweet old lady, what a charmer. Huh? Are we talking about the same person? When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee. Remember what Powers said? She's a sucker for authority. She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence. What? What is this evidence? Well, that photo. The photo of the still samurai heading towards the scene of the crime. What? Who took that? See the camera up there on that gate, pal? The gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign? Yeah. Whenever someone walks by that camera automatically snaps a photo of them. Oh no. Nick, he has evidence. We're finished. Funny. For someone with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy. What's wrong, pal? You seem down. Don't look so happy when you say that. Oh. We'd like to ask the employees here some questions. Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not going to find any clues that I haven't already found. I'm glad someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves. Nick, let's go. We've got a free pass to the place. Now's our chance to check things out. Okay. So we've got no more to speak to him about there. And we can only go back to the main gate. Interesting. Can we examine? Oh, okay. Let's see what we've got. I'm a little bushed. Maybe I'll take a short rest here. Hey, good idea, pal. Detective, aren't you on the case? Well, yeah, but hey, us detectives get tired of standing around too, pal. Okay, let's have a look at this. Hey, there's a camera here. That's the security camera. It takes photos of people going to the studio. All you have to do is look at the data and you can see who went where. There's a number plate on the camera, ST1307. That must be the camera ID number. Okay. What about this? The studio mascot. I guess it's a monkey of some kind. But what kind of monkey has a nose like that? He's holding a sign in his hand. Right to Studio 1, left to Studio 2. What's up with that thing? It looks kind of busted. Oh, the wind was pretty strong yesterday and her head broke off. Took that tree down with it too. Interesting, interesting. No. Okay. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. Hey, it's locked. Looks like you need a card key to get in. Makes sense that they would want to keep the non-employees out. Okay, so we need to go get the card. We've got that. Let's have a look at this welcome sign. There's a big welcome sign above the path. Yeah, apparently the studio's fallen on tough times. They've started letting people in on days they aren't filming. They make a little bit of extra money by charging for admission. Huh. You sure know a lot about this place, detective. You know, you could always quit being a detective and work here. Yeah. And what perfect timing with the studio mascot down for the count. Huh. Just what's that supposed to mean, pal? Okay. I just want to double check something. I just want to check. I can just save here, can't I? Yeah. Sorry, I'm just thinking for when Kaylee comes back. Right. Let's Detective Gumshoe wants down the path to the left. It looks like a tree fell down over the path. Oh, yeah, that way is kind of dangerous. You should stay out, pal. There's nothing down there anyway. That's where Studio 2 used to be, they tell me. They don't use it now, though. Interesting. Why? Okay. So, I suppose we best go back to the main gate then. Nick, look. That security lady is in the guard station stuffing her face with donuts. I guess all cops like their donuts. Yeah, and they're soft enough she doesn't need teeth to chew them. Hey, you. Well, are you satisfied Powers is guilty yet? Ugh. She had to make my life harder by giving that photo to Detective Gumshoe. I need... Why didn't you tell me about the security photo, ma'am? Oh, that. I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know. Oh, just to the left from here is the gate with the camera that took the photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see? Okay, reason. This guard station is in a central position. No matter where you go here, you pass by my station first. Now, poor Hammer, he went to the studio just before 1. The murder happened right around 2:30, see? The only one I seen go through here between 1 and 2:30 was himself. Security camera got a good look at him too. If he's not the one who did it, I don't know who is. Maybe it was you. Good one, Sonny. She thinks I was joking. Okay, let's ask again. Was the victim, Mr. Hammer, a popular actor? Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio. Was, past tense. Oh, yes, he was great as the bearded samurai. That too, yes. He shone the brightest back in the day. Making a star like him play the evil magistrate, it's a disgrace, I tell you. Hammer took it pretty hard, and who can blame him? About the security camera. Oh yes, the camera. It's automatic. It can tell when someone walks through that gate, see? Then it snaps a photo. Apparently it records the time when it takes a picture too. But I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all the photos on the computer over there in the security guard station. I check them every day before going home, I do. Okay. Let's do an examine. The main entrance to the studio. There was a big scene here yesterday with onlookers pressing up against the gate. Okay, board. An overhead map of the studios. Right from here is the employee area. To the left are the actual film studios. The computer that runs the studio security cameras. Hey, no touching. I didn't touch. The security guard station. That security lady must like junk food. There's a mountain of it on the desk in there. I can see the computer that runs the security cameras. Okay, what about this van here? Looks like a studio van. They probably use it to carry around film equipment. Okay. Sure. Okay, so I think we've examined everything that we can do here. So employee area. October 16th, Global Studios, employee area. Nick, this is where they do all the behind the scenes stuff. Hey, look, there's Power's dressing room. No one's here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around. Okay, let's have a look around. Let's have a proper look. A window into the dressing room. The glass is frosted, so I can't see inside. There's a sign by the dressing room door. Will Powers. It must be neat to be the star and have your own room like this. Says the man with his own office. The door to the dressing room. It's not locked. Hey, Nick, let's take a look inside. Maybe we can find something as a souvenir. What do you mean, find? You never know. There might be something like the samurai spear. We don't need a spear. And that's the murder weapon, for crying out loud. Okay, let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. Huh, it's so normal. I was expecting some cool themed snacks or something. Popcorn, at least. Nick, try this. Ladies first. Okay, just give me a second. Just looking at a pin drop. She's miles away. Okay, just bear with me 1 second, you guys. I just need to check on the dog. 1 sec, I'll be back. Okie dokie, okie dokie. I'm back. Right. Okay. What was I doing? Oh, I've got feedback. That's horrible. Okay. I've got a little bit of chocolate to perk me up. So we've got a little bit more time. Kaylee's stuck in traffic coming home, so okay, the remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates minus the steak. T-bone steak. That would have hit the spot. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a second stomach just for steaks. What? Okay. What about this? That must be the storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment. Wow, Nick, you know a lot about the industry. What else would they keep in a film studio? Trying to get the dog to settle because he's stressed because Kaylee isn't here. This is what we deal with in this house. Okay. I'm going to eat this chocolate biscuit while I have another look around here. Okay, I'm assuming that we can move. Okay. Peva's dressing room. So this is where he was sleeping. Or at least, this is where he claims he was sleeping. No one actually saw him taking a nap here, did they? Right. And there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth for his sake. Okay, let's have a look around. Okay, window, it's locked. Looks like he doesn't open his window much. Guess it's kind of dusty outside. There's some regular suits in among the costumes here. Those must be his own clothes. It'd be fun to wear one of the costumes. I'd say you were already wearing one myself. Rude. Those are her actual clothes. Very rude. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Peppers did take a nap here yesterday. There's a bunch of snacks on the table. Let me give these to the employees. Some tea and cookies. Nick, I'm hungry. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a separate stomach for sweets. How many stomachs does this girl have? I mean, the sweet stomach is a thing. This must be Power's bag. Hey, don't open that. Look, an employee key card. Card key. That must be Power's. Say Studio 1. Let's take it, Nick. Borrow it, you mean. Borrow. I wonder what else is there. Stop that with my partner, the thief in training. There's a vast array of cosmetics here. Oh, this is the wig he used in Samurai Boogie Woogie. Nick, try this on. No. And how can you tell the name of a show just by looking at a wig? Kind of like the samurai movies. Kind of. They always have mirrors like this in dressing room. I still see my hair is still nice and spiky, just how I like it. Okay. I think we've got everything in here. So we should be able to move around again now then. Employee area. Okay. We've unlocked Studio 1. What is the matter, Arch? No. I'm going to have to stop the dog from going upstairs 1 second. Okay. Hopefully he's going to settle. So, Studio 1. What is it? You're real quiet all of a sudden. Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape, it's so real. Well, the evil magistrate did die here, and the steel samurai killed him. The murder weapon was a samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. Okay, let's examine. Okay, let's take a look at the body. They outlined where Jack Homer's body lay with tape. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny. I expected a spear stabbing would at least leave a few bloodstains. Guess the costume must have absorbed most of it. Interesting. Hey, look, that's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of those. Hey, Nick, take a look at that. One of those black and white boards they clap at the start of filming. And look, a megaphone. A real live megaphone. Ready, Nick? Action. This girl is more troubled than I thought. What's this? What's this? That's for reflecting light. They call it a reflecting screen or something like that. The assistant holds it during filming. Huh. What? Where's your enthusiasm for all things entertainment? Well, lighting is fine. I'd want to be the director, or maybe the Steel Samurai. I think she's being serious. Okay. What about you? Look, a ladder. That's a step ladder. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right, sorry, this girl is out there. Wow, look at that camera. Must have cost a ton. Yeah, so don't touch it. Whoa, it's heavier than I thought. Hey, not touching that. Sorry, my partner is kind of, You know? No, I don't know. Who are you? Who, me? I'm an assistant here. I help with props and stuff, moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP's people. WP. Oh, Will Powers. WP. I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit. But do what you can for WP, okay? He'd never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry. Leave it to us. Okay, so let's have a chat to this kid. Could you tell me anything about the day of the murder? Yes, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see. Only one assistant? Yeah, well, the studio isn't doing so well right now. And yesterday was only rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, I see. In the morning, we went through the action sequences in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there, along with everyone else. The employee area, that's where Powers' dressing room is, right? Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. Then I saw WP go into his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that. Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room? No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private... What kind of girl do you think I am? What kind... No, I'm sure you're a fine girl, sorry. So much for getting confirmation of Powers' alibi. What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. WP was the only one who came into the studio. Then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Sorry, I know you're busy. Not really. Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha. That's what I'm talking about. A clue, a lead. Well, I don't know about that, but that day, just after noon, I sensed someone was here. You sensed? Yeah, several times. Some other studio employees, maybe. No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside. Really? But wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry I don't have any better information than that. We need to get to Studio 2. There's something up with that, and then they wouldn't have had to have gone under the camera. No, thanks. That helps us a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put that security lady on the spot. So you sensed that someone other than the regular film crew was in the studio? Yes, I think. I think doesn't cut it in a witness testimony. Nick, what about that security lady? If someone else came into the studio, she must have seen them. Okay. Can we just make sure that we are continuing to... Looks like a backdrop for a stage. This must be used in a Steel Samurai show. Of course, that's the mountain. Neo Fujiyama. Doesn't the Steel Samurai take place in oldie Tokyo? Can you even see Mount Fuji from there? Not oldie Tokyo, Nick. Neo oldie Tokyo. Oh, right. Sure. Sure. Okay. I think we've got all the clues from in here, or as much as we've got nothing left to say to her. So let's go outside Studio 1. Actually, we haven't unlocked anything else to say to him. So let's go to the main gate. Okay, October 16th. Global Studios main gate. What? You're still here? Really? You look as though you've seen a ghost. What? I saw that suspicious look on your face. I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m, correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure that Powers was the only one to go through here between those times? Sure as can be. But we have a witness who thinks there was someone from outside here that day. What? Are you absolutely sure you were here watching the whole time? Ma'am? Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? Alright, you better tell me quick, you spiky-haired cretin. Someone's been complaining about the work I do, eh? We were just talking to the assistant in Studio 1. Her? She's not even a full-time employee. All you young uns are like that nowadays. Running your mouth, saying the one thing or another, anything or respecting your elders, something about shame. Oh, okay. She left? Well, Nick, this is our chance to do what we can without her looking over our shoulders. Okay, so we go for the computer then, I guess. The computer that runs the studio security cameras, Nick. Maybe we can see that photo of Powers with this computer. Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Absolutely, try it. Okay, let's give it a try. You know how to work these things, Nick? Looks like I just have to enter in a few numbers. Let's see. First, I need the date of the murder. It looks like the camera turned on at 1 p.m. that day. 1. That was when the security lady arrived at the guard station. Please enter the number of the security camera, or is it 307? There, entered. Hey, printed out the data for that day. Let's see what we got. Okay. Huh? How is this a picture of Will Powers? Well, he is the one who always wears that suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him. I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Something's printed on the back. Huh? October 5th, 2 p.m. Photo number 2. What does that mean? Maybe there's more photo data from that day. No, that's the only one on the computer. Powers photo. Okay. Hey, Nick. Can't we use this photo as evidence for the trial? Yeah. We'll put that security lady in her place with this. Right, we'll put her in her place. Hey, that's what I said. Anyway. Let's show her this photo and see what she says. Wait, let's not. Why not? It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon. Nick, you're craftier than I gave you credit for. Why, you could be the next evil magistrate. Why do I have to be the villain? Relax, it was just a joke. So are we done for today? I think this photo is what we need for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security lady. Maybe it is the security lady. To be continued. Okay, let me just check in with Kaylee. See if she's actually moving yet. Okay, so she's not answering me immediately, so I'm assuming that she's actually on her little travels now. Okay. What do we got next? October 18th, 10 a.m, District Court, courtroom number 4. Rabble, rabble, rabble. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honour. The defence is ready, Your Honour. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October the 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. I see. Very well. I would like to see move... What? Very well. I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well. I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. What the hell does Detective Gumshoe know? Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court. Yes, sir. I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studios, see? This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past the security station there is a gate, see? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then, after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m, the security lady got to the guard station. Now, jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to that whole thing again? Skip it. I think I can probably remember that. So the murder weapon was a spear. How medieval. Your Honour, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call this security officer to the stand. Will the witness declare her name? Why aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. What is it about this stand that turns all the women into absolute nutters? Your name, please. Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. Your name. Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witnesses to say their names. Wendy Oldbag, dearie. So just call me Grandma. It's practically my name. Even when I was young, something about that. Yeah. Objection. I object to the witness's talkativeness. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand. I was just getting to the good part, dearie. Objection indeed. Perhaps we can get to the testimony. Okay. Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct? Yes, I was. And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you. You know your stuff, dearie. Great. You may begin your testimony. She sure is one hell of an old bag. Okay. Right. Let's see what she's got to say. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run through there since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 when I got to the guard station. So the guard station was just completely unattended all day. I was at the main gate from then until 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading towards the studio. Okay. You saw the defendant then? Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honour. Okay. So, which bit to pick apart? Do I want to press everything or do I just... I'm just going to... There we go. So up until that time, anyone who wanted to go into the studio, could go into the studio. Well, there wasn't a security guard at the gate, no. But the main gate was locked, dearie. You need an employee key card to get in. Right. The card key that I have. I keep saying key card. So what she's saying is no one who wasn't supposed to be there could get in. Was there anyone at the studios when you arrived at the guard station? Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run through there since the morning. Okay. I had errands to run. Oh, what could you have been? What kind of errands? Oh, well, you know. No, I don't know. That's why I'm asking. Actually, I was watching poor Hammer and Powers, observing, you know. Observing? Weren't you supposed to be at the guard station? Whippersnapper. I told you I locked the gate, didn't I? I did my job. I'm not sure your boss would see it that way. Anyway, I always watch Hammer's run-throughs. Always. Never missed one in all my years. Well, I want to see a Steel Samurai run-through too. You could quit being a spirit medium and take up guard duty. Not a bad idea. Anyway, it was 1 when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by me. How do you know it was him? 2. You're sure? Sure as spit. Well, who was the man? Really, you should try not to get so excited at your age. You might strain something rude. No, don't get your skivvies all in a bunch. I'll tell you who it was. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading towards the studio. You don't know it was Powers? So you saw Mr. Powers. That's what I said. Got wax in your ears, Sonny? Nick, this is your chance. Yeah, time to pull out the secret weapon. I'll say it again. It was him. Okay, so we're going to use the present. Oh no, that's back, isn't it? It was Powers, and I want to tab and present objection. Let me get this straight, old bag. Miss Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Old Tokyo. Miss Oldbag. Is this the Mr. Powers that you saw? Of course. Didn't your mama teach you any sense, Sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right? No, they can't. Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. I know that. I wasn't born yesterday. No one in the court is accusing you of that, Miss Whitney. He's having trouble calling her old bag, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you? Nosy old man. Of course I have proof. What? Huh? Even Edgeworth is surprised. The prosecution would like to ask the witness. Please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time. How was I to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look. Wow, old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof then. The man in the photo. Okay. What have we got? I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his leg. Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy? That's not what that looks like. It looks like the trousers are too big. So he sprained his ankle? Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. She's got to be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. Trip and fall? Yes. And to think, he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course. You helped make it better? Kissed it where it hurt. Gross. Well, let's just skip over that part, shall we? Where was the assistant then? Oh, her. She was cleaning the backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. Okay, so I'm going to save this here because Kaylee has just arrived back. So I'm just going to save here. Leave it here for today. Let's go and see if there's anybody we can raid super quick. 2 seconds. And then we will welcome Kaylee home. Okay, there's nobody to raid today, so I will hopefully be back tomorrow. Okay, so thanks for watching, thanks for chatting to me, thanks for follows and all that stuff, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.